This year has brought so many more feelings of isolation and anxiety to many of us who never felt those things before, really. And so you may be thinking, how will this new year go? How will I make a fresh start? Well, my next guest says that you make that decision yourself. This is Dr. Lynda Ulrich, and she joins us today because Lynda has a new Amazon bestseller called Happiness is an Option: Thriving and Surviving in the Era of the Internet. Dr. Lynda, welcome. It's good to have you here.
I'm delighted to be here.
So tell me about this. I know that you just finished writing this a few months ago during pandemic. What was your idea about this?
Well, I have a global positive media company that I've been running since 2014. And when the pandemic hit, of course, I've been spending a lot of time on the good news of the world, but it seemed the time to really write about the things I've learned about accessing that more than ever. And so I switched gears. I was writing a different book, and I put together something that would be giving people a plan, like how do we resurrect our online lives given how negative everything had become?
Yeah, and you focused in on the internet. You mean
Yeah,
all forms of screen stuff, social
that's right.
media. What else?
Well, okay, so there is actually what I'm calling a conspiracy of goodness happening in the world right now. An enormous wave of goodness and progress is well underway that almost no one knows about, because the internet and everything connected with it has is an attention economy. Its basis is formed on just capturing and holding our attention, and to do that, that's why all the negativity is there. And so I thought, if our online lives were becoming um, so chaotic, but our regular lives, our working lives, our family lives had a lot of hope in them. We had to make the two come together somehow. And so I wrote what I've learned about the internet in the last 7 years by becoming a global web publisher.
Well, and I know the other part of this, you mentioned that the conspiracy of goodness, that's the name of this TEDx talk that you've done
Yes.
that I hear it smash. I can't
Yes.
I can't wait to listen to it. Can you give us a few of the highlights? Like
Sure.
maybe do you just say turn it all off? Don't live through your screen. I mean, is
Well,
that the answer?
no. I think it's not practical.
Okay.
I think there is so much about the internet. We need to think about the internet now in kind of like a phase two format. Like phase one was 20 years old, really. That's all the internet is to us. It's a 20-year construct. And it's time to rethink about it, because it could be like a tool, like a hammer that can be used to build things or destroy things. We've got to
Or
make a decision.
destroy things.
Right, right.
Okay, so
So,
what can we do right now? What can we do
okay.
now that would make
What you can
this
do,
whole experience good?
right. Okay, what we can do right now is whenever we're on the internet, go there with intention. If you want to see a picture of your sister's new baby, go there, go on social media, see that, and then go live your life. We don't have to turn off the internet. We just have to use it with more intention. And the key that I'm giving people, you want some really practical tips people could start tomorrow. The first
Yeah.
thing is pause. Pause before you click on anything, because someone is counting every click we make. And what we click on, we get more of. So the second tip I tell people about is, then after you pause, ignore more, because we can actually
Mm.
ignore a lot of the chaos into obscurity. Our algorithms are feeding us what we clicked on next. It's guessing what we want to see. And if our attention is being stolen by all that negativity and the fear and the anger, then the internet is going to set us up to see more of that. So both the TED Talk and the book is all about pausing, ignoring more, and then seeking and sharing signs of goodness and progress, because that's going to open a new era for us. Those four habits, we call them the four shifts. And if we make those four shifts, we don't have to take the internet out of our lives. It's a wonderful tool. So those are the first really simple things people can do.
Those are good because the shift, we're all looking for a shift in
Mm.
2021, and we hope it's positive. But you say we can make it so. I mean, that's
Yes.
what this is about, this intentionality that you mentioned,
Yes.
even in
Mhm.
social media. So do you have a particular weakness in this area, Linda, personally, that you struggle with? Enlighten us.
Okay. I may have tendency to be kind of a I've never liked injustice. Even since I was a child, I don't like to see people hurting other people's dignity. So that's a weakness for me. And that leads to a good practical tip too. So if I see something on the social media that's really just wrong, just seems wrong, I'm as likely as anybody to want to jump in there and tap out some savvy response. But
Mm.
I pause and I ignore that negativity, because if I get on there, I might type the savviest response in the world, but I just gave that negative thing link juice, I call it. Your click
Mm.
is like a vote. And you know what's going to happen. I might type the savviest response in the world, but that's going to just make 100 other people pile on after me who agreed with that meme post. And then I really gave them a lot of link juice. So I guess if you ask me about where I'm sensitive about when we fail to protect each other's dignity, but I resist the urge to add to that negativity and give it my attention.
Linda, this is such good stuff. I mean, really, we all can take away all of
Mhm.
that, if not, just like a little juicy nugget for ourselves.
Yeah.
So I want to direct everyone to where they can learn more. That TEDx talk is called "Exposing the Conspiracy of Goodness,"
Mhm.
and you'll hear everything Linda just said and more in a
Yes.
way that could change your 2021. And then the book, "Happiness is an Option: Thriving and Surviving in the Era of the Internet." Linda, all the best to you. Happy New Year, and thank you for sharing all this
Thank you.
wisdom with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.